Please remain standing and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please be seated. Good evening, faculty, administration, school board members, parents, family, and of course, the class of 2014. High school has been such a great experience for me, and I'm sure for many of you as well. High school has taught us how to open our minds and to let in new ideas. It taught us how to be genuine people who will better the world. And most importantly, it taught us that setting goals and having dreams is what will lead you to a bright and successful future. As the evening progresses and each speaker comes up to the stage, really listen and take in everything they have to say. Days like today are just another big step on the staircase of life. Today, you will graduate high school and move on to bigger and better things. As I look out into the crowd, I see a group of young men and women with different talents and different aspirations. But one thing we all have in common is our ability to succeed. We have all shaped each other, and we will forever be bound together as Interboro High School's class of 2014. Although most of us are going our separate ways, remember what Interboro has given to you. Finally, I would like to conclude by asking the graduating class to take a moment right now and to close your eyes. I want you to think of all the great times you have had here at Interboro, from freshman to senior year. And these are the moments that I want you to remember for the rest of your lives, because memories will last a lifetime. I couldn't ask for a better group of kids to graduate with, and I'm so lucky. Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2014.
Good evening, administrators, school board members, teachers, families, and the class of 2014. I'm Jacqueline Boris, and it is an honor to give this year's salutatory address, even though the stress of writing a speech may have taken a few years off of my life. I entered high school expecting what movies portray, a clique-filled atmosphere full of drama. What I found was something more out of High School Musical rather than Mean Girls. There was a welcoming environment where everyone encouraged involvement in student activities, to the point where they were called co-curriculars to stress the importance of getting involved in academic success. Such a small high school means that everyone needs to do everything for it to get done, with no room for standard cliques. Academic, musical, and athletic activities hold many of the same students, and the marching band can even claim the homecoming queen. There is a strong sense of community in an atmosphere where popularity is actually based on personality. No matter what the activity, student life is full of participants, and I will always remember the pep rallies before the Thanksgiving game and the crowded bleachers at football games, full of people to support our school. The past 4 years have flown by. It seems like only yesterday that we were all nervous freshmen trying to navigate the confusing hallways of the high school while avoiding all of the myths of the third floor and the pool, but finding out that room 233 and a half did exist. But we are no longer those confused ninth graders trying to figure everything out. We are 4 years older, hopefully 4 years wiser, and more prepared to enter the next phase of our lives. Our former titles as Glenolden, Norwood, Prospect Park, and Tinicum were stripped away during that first year of high school. We are leaving high school as a unified Interboro with many shared experiences and a lifelong connection. After a Google search of how to write a speech, I found that every website had "be inspiring" as one of their very unhelpful clues. I thought to myself, how can I possibly be inspiring to my peers? I have had just as much life experience and fortunately no real hardship. So I am not going to be inspiring. I am simply going to remind all of you to enjoy this moment. It signifies that we have all accomplished a goal and will leave with a diploma. No matter if you are savoring every moment of this ceremony or you are desperately waiting to leave, we have all managed to finish. Remember as we continue on that while high school was a great part of our lives, it should in no way be the best part of our lives. There are many more opportunities to come that will be even better. We are all about to embark on the rest of our lives, whether in college, trade school, or the workforce. Many classes have challenged me to think in different ways. And this year, in AP English, we learned that nothing is original. If you think it is, it's probably from Shakespeare or the Bible. A particular poem by Robert Herrick illustrated this point to me with the opening lines, "Gather ye rosebuds while ye may, old time is still a-flying, and this same flower that smiles today, tomorrow will be dying." Why did these lines bring up originality? Because this poem is very eloquently saying YOLO. This proves that in the 1600s, people still wanted to enjoy every moment and make sure that they were remembered. It means that we should do the same and gather our rosebuds while we are young enough without letting time slip by. This is something we should all remember in the future to make sure that life is lived to the fullest. As we continue, we all have people to thank for their part in our lives leading to this moment. Throughout high school, I was fortunate enough to be impacted by many amazing teachers who dedicate so much of their time and effort to the success of their students. Thank you is not even good enough for the appreciation you all deserve. Personally, I would like to thank my parents. I could not have done this without your constant support as my #1 fans and your participation in all of my activities, whether it is driving everywhere or freezing in the bleachers during football games for marching band. Remember that I am only going to college a 15-minute train ride away. I would also like to thank all of my friends for dragging me on crazy adventures. High school would not be nearly as memorable without you. The class of 2014 is capable of doing amazing things, no matter how small. We have shared the same experiences and the same memories for the last 4 years. Remember to continue with excellence and buck pride, because while high school is ending, the lessons that Interboro taught will stay with us forever. So congratulations to the class of 2014. We made it.
Good evening, families, friends, teachers, administrators, honored guests, and my fellow classmates. My name is Erin Shemeluk, and it is truly an honor for me to be giving this year's valedictorian address to my class of 2014. As I sat trying to think of how to start off my speech last week, I must admit I was at a loss for words. How could I be expected to sum up the 4 years of my high school experience and speak for my 270 classmates in only a few minutes? Well, I managed to come up with a few words that I think accurately depict our lives until this point. Tonight hallmarks the end of one chapter in the novel of our lives and turns the page to a new one. This is not the end of the best days of our lives. It is only the beginning of a life we have yet to live. And I am fully confident that all of you have the necessary skills to thrive and attain success in the real world. It is truly an honor for me to be able to deliver some of the last remarks you will hear as students of Interboro High School. This year was one filled with lasts, peppered with bits of firsts as well. The last time we sat at a Friday night football game, half frozen and begging to leave, but secretly wishing that it would go to overtime so we would have just a few more minutes to make a couple extra memories. The last time we would stand at a pep rally and watch the freshmen hopelessly try to rip down the seniors' poster. I mean, let's face it, the kids never stood a chance. The last time Mr. Mobley would lead us in the Bucks chant, the gymnasium practically roaring with excellence and Buck pride. The last time we would see co-stands chasing down some Stuco kid in the hall because he or she didn't show up to a meeting. The last time we would stand around the cafeteria listening to bad music and dancing in our socks. And the last time we would sit in the classrooms we have come to know as a second home. As for most of us, we spend almost as much time at school as we do at home. But let's not forget the many firsts the senior class got to experience this year. The first time we visited the guidance office to start the college search. The first time we got to vote for homecoming court and senior superlatives. The first time we received an acceptance letter in the mail. And the first time that we realized all good things must eventually come to an end. We have learned so much over this past year, and the lessons we have learned will remain with us for the rest of our lives. As we neared the final days of our lives at Interboro, we began reminiscing about our overall high school experiences and shared our thoughts about what life would bring. It dawned on me with the many, "It was the best time of my life," responses that were shared, that this was just the point of high school. Our time spent here in this microcosm of the real world was meant to show us what life can be like, and has acted as a springboard for us to propel ourselves off into the future. Our accomplishments thus far have been minuscule compared to those I am confident my fellow classmates will achieve in the years to come. Whether we have found success in being a member of the district champion football team, or perhaps being the lead in one of the best musicals Interboro High School has ever seen, or even just getting a good grade in a class you found exceedingly difficult, all these aspects of our high school careers have prepared us for the next chapter in our lives. As our AP government teacher, Mr. Bill Soroka, had us go around the classroom on the last day of school, sharing our plans for college and our career aspirations, it instilled in me further this confidence that we are ready for the world and the world is ready for us. I am proud to know that the future starts with the individuals seated before you, and I can assure you the world is in good hands. Some of the greatest advice I have received over the past several years that I wish to pass on to you is the importance of appreciation. Show your appreciation to those who have shown you kindness, and pass along that kindness to others. I would like to take this opportunity to thank all those in the audience for your attendance at this monumental occasion in our lives. It is the support you have given us over the past 18 years that has led to this moment. We cannot take full responsibility for accomplishments up to this point, as you have all played major roles in the development of our character and have inspired us to continue on the path to greatness. I speak on behalf of the entire class and thank every teacher we have ever had, as well as our administrative team for their dedication to creating one of the greatest high school experiences possible. To my second grade teacher, Mrs. Conwell, thank you for showing me the difference one person can make in another's life. Your presence here tonight has proven that an educator develops more than just a working relationship with his or her students. He or she develops a friendship with their students that can last a lifetime. I would also like to thank my parents for all the love and support they have given me over the past 18 years. To my father, you exemplified the qualities of strength and optimism when it came to facing the myriad of health issues we had over the past several years. To my mother, you serve as both my role model and my best friend, and I am so proud of every circumstance you have overcome over the past 2 years. I love you both dearly, and I cannot begin to thank you enough for everything you have done for me. I can only hope that I can continue to make you as proud of me as I am of both of you. In closing, to the class of 2014, I wish that I could offer some incredible words of wisdom for you to take with you on your journey through the rest of your lives. But the truth is, I can't. I can't tell you how to live your life, because in all honesty, I haven't figured out how to live my own. And it would be injustice to all of you to pretend that I knew what I was talking about. I'm still a kid, we're all still kids, and most of us don't have a clue of what life is going to throw our way. We're all unique, and we all have separate paths to take. And for me to stand here and tell you which path is the right one for you would be a gross disservice. However, one thing I can tell you is this: make mistakes, take chances, be uncomfortable, and most importantly, don't be afraid to find yourself. You might be pleasantly surprised by the person you may discover. Do not let the wishes of others compromise your happiness, and strive for perfection by your own definition of the word. The world is full of new possibilities and is ready for us to take it by storm. If last week's spontaneous beach bash in the hallway is any indication of what the class of 2014 has in store, let's just say I think the world is in for a very interesting ride. Whatever path you may take, just remember, once a buck, always a buck. Congratulations, class of 2014. We did it.
Up and down the boulevard, there's shadows searching in the night. Streetlights, people living just to find emotion, hiding somewhere in the night. Don't stop believing. Hold on to that feeling. Streetlights, people. Don't stop believing. Hold on to that feeling. Streetlights, people. Don't stop.
Well done, Nick, Jacqueline, and Erin. I've never batted cleanup before, so I'll give this my best shot. Good evening, proud parents and family members, friends of the class, board members, Interboro colleagues, and of course the class of 2014. I am both flattered and honored to be here tonight to deliver the charge of the class of 2014. You are truly an amazing group of unique individuals who hopefully have learned as much from me as I have learned from you. It's funny, you know, I've sat in just those same seats through 8 Interboro graduations prior to this year. And each year I sat in my seat and listened to each gifted speaker address the audience. And I always asked myself, what would I say if I had the opportunity to speak at graduation? Wishful thinking. Those who know me, the Italian kid from South Philly, know that I never shy away from a conversation. In fact, if you were to ask my AP US history students who the Speaker of the House was, they'd say I'm sorry, messed that one up. If you ask my AP US history students who the Speaker of the House was, I mess up my only joke. Unbelievable. If you ask my AP US history students who the Speaker of the House was, they would not respond John Boehner. They would respond Mr. Meck because he never shuts up. That was a good one. You're supposed to laugh at it. With that in mind, as I sat at my computer trying to shut myself up and prevent this speech from becoming a long cliche pontification, I began to reflect on previous charges that were given at graduation. Incredible wisdom was imparted to the graduates from older, sorry, I'm embarrassed, there's got to be better words than that, more worldly and accomplished people, people the likes of Mr. Costanzo, Ed Rendell, Miss Lenge, Miss Schnell, Mr. Costanzo, Mr. Costanzo, Mr. Costanzo. How can I offer the same insights and knowledge that comes with life experience when I'm just 12 years older than most of the members of the class of 2014? Then it came to me in a conversation with a member of the class. I jokingly asked, what made you guys pick me? She responded by saying, I don't know, Meck, we love you. Wow. I walked away from that conversation almost moved to tears. Not because the Bronx Tale taught me it's better to be loved than feared, but because as human beings, I got the Bronx Tale in there, you guys, I told you I would. But because as human beings, we all have an inherent desire to be loved or appreciated. We might not consciously know it, but we all want to be loved. Whether it's by family, friends, coworkers, or even your students, we all want to feel like our lives mean something. The problem today is society teaches us the wrong way to be loved. People may become popular or feel important because they have the newest Jordans, a nice car, or a Michael Kors bag. That's a new it bag, according to my wife. However, those who are loved or become loved make a true difference in the world. They don't just talk or tweet about doing something, they do it. They don't get values tattooed on their body that declare who they are. Instead, they live it. Robert Kennedy once said, the purpose of life is to contribute in some way to make things better. With that said, it is my charge, the class of 2014, to go make a mark on the world. My fellow colleagues and I, along with your parents, have worked tirelessly, day in and day out to this point in your life to leave our mark on you, to inspire you to lead lives of consequence, so that one day you'll feel the love that you have made me feel. It's not easy. It's going to take hard work and commitment. And while you may be graduating today, don't celebrate too much, because a graduation is never the end of your education. As a matter of fact, your education never really ends. In another hour, if my speech ever ends, when you do graduate from Interboro High School, who you are in high school does not matter anymore. I've seen popular kids in high school dive into the dirt, shy kids come out of their shells, and even nerds become handsome news editors. It's me, I was a nerd. College, or the beginning of a career, is a time for transformation. Humans have a hard time breaking out of their persona. Humans have a hard time breaking out of the personas they choose for themselves, but you're at the perfect age to become whatever you choose. Nobody can tell you who to become. That is a choice you make yourself. The path isn't hard to find either. Just as I have learned from all of you, you should have learned from all the teachers you raved to me about when I met with the class. These folks' personas and virtues are the real qualities that you should possess and emulate on your way to make this world a better place. Qualities like the passion for life that both Miss Claire and Miss Lenge personify each and every day. The dedication and commitment that Mr. Costanzo and Mr. McLaughlin have shown to both your class and the school. The courage that Mr. Meli and Mr. Stein displayed when they served our country as Marines. The humor for life and patience that Mr. Vail displayed for all of you as your dean. The kindness and selflessness that both Mr. Gibson and Mr. Johnson showed you each and every day as principal. The confidence and genuine content of character displayed by both Mr. Flynn and Mr. Soroka. Or how Miss Catino persevered and challenged your class to be something many of you thought you could never be, singers and actors. But most importantly, the resilience and grit that this class displayed on its journey to this day. These are the qualities it takes to make a difference in the world, and each and every one of you has it within. You just need to have the will and desire to do it. If you find my charge to be too noble or daunting a task, that's okay, because then I have simple advice for you. Just be happy. Happiness is a choice. It's been great these past 4 years watching you grow into the capable young men and women you are today. I hope these have been the greatest years of your life so far. Thanks for many wonderful memories. We will miss you and wish for you a life of significance and happiness. When things get tough, and they will get tough, please remember not to focus on the negative and what could have been. Instead, take the advice provided by Pharrell Williams and what was, in my estimation, the theme song of 2014, Happy.
Talking this and that.
Yeah.
Give me what you got and don't hold it back.
Yeah.
I should probably warn you, I'm just fine.
Yeah.
No offense to you, don't waste your time. Here's why.
Here's why.
'Cause I'm happy that I'm lonely. 'Cause I'm happy that I'm lonely. Like happiness is true. Because I'm happy that I'm lousy. You know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy that I'm lonely. You feel like that is what you want to do. Because I'm happy that I'm lonely. You feel like moving without a roof. Because I'm happy that I'm lonely. You feel like happiness is true. Because I'm happy that I'm lonely. You know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy that I'm lonely. You feel like that's what you want to do.
You guys were a day late and $1 short. Unbelievable. You guys wanted a stunt and I gave it to you and you guys stiffed me. Unbelievable. Congratulations to the class of 2014. Now I'm really embarrassed. I hope that made you happy. Best of luck, guys.
Good evening. Class of 2014, on behalf of the Interboro School Board of Directors, I'd like to offer you our congratulations and best wishes for your future. We are proud of your accomplishments and the richness you have brought to our district. I'd also like to thank your parents, grandparents, friends, and neighbors who have helped you to achieve this milestone in your life. Your teachers, principals, administrators, from kindergarten through senior year, who have taught you, encouraged you, gone the extra mile for you, are also on the list of people in your life who have helped you to this moment. I've identified many of the components of the Interboro community. We're very proud of you. At this point in my speech, I'm supposed to give you some advice, but I'm not going to. What I'd like to do, though, is ask a few things of you as you enter adulthood. I'd like to ask that you stay involved in your community, wherever you choose to live. Interboro has given you practice in community service through your senior projects. Although you might not have appreciated doing these projects, the community loved having you there. Being in the community allowed us to see your talents and enthusiasms. Senior projects were practice for community involvement throughout adulthood, whether it is coaching Little League, home and school, band parents, or the local library. These positions help to make a community vibrant and a good place to live. Think of them as a vehicle for you to make your world a better place. I'd like to ask you to invest in citizenship and take seriously your responsibilities as a citizen. I've seen you as high school students take courageous stands on issues that were important to you, making your voices heard. Please continue that tradition as an adult. Vote, run for public office, make a commitment to citizenship because it benefits you and the community and because it's the right thing to do. Once again, we're very proud of you. We wish you fulfillment, happiness, and good luck.
Good evening, Interboro Board of School Directors, administrators, teachers, parents, family, members, and most importantly, the class of 2014. It is an honor and a privilege to be here speaking to you on this momentous occasion. From the time you entered kindergarten, this is what you have been working towards, the successful completion of high school. Graduation from high school brings independence as you head into the workforce, military, trade school, or college. This newfound independence will provide you with opportunities along the way. I believe that Theodore Roosevelt stated it well. It is not often that a man can make opportunities for himself, but he can put himself in such shape that when or if the opportunities come, he is ready. My question to you is, will you be ready? Will you take advantage of the opportunities when they come your way? The possibilities are endless. Traveling to new locations for your post-secondary education or work, volunteering your time, embarking on adventures to foreign places, meeting new people, finding the love of your life, settling down, and raising a family. Opportunities that life puts before you beyond this point are yours for the taking. Yesterday, you had the pleasure of hearing from the 2014 Hall of Fame inductees, H. Thomas Hall, a celebrated artist and illustrator, Jerry Liver Livingston, beloved volunteer termite football coach, Mike D'Esposito, a fixture in Delco youth sports for over 50 years and still coaching today in Interboro High School, and Robert Regester, 37 years of dedicated service to the Interboro School District. All of these inductees exemplify the possibilities that lie ahead for you. They were ready and took advantage of what life brought their way. As a district, we take great pride in knowing the success of our former students. Maintain those close bonds that you have developed with your former teachers and administrators. Your success inspires us as we continue our path as educators. I wish you nothing but happiness and success, excellence and buck pride always. Thank you and good luck to you, class of 2014.
Good evening. In a moment, class of 2014, you will receive your diplomas to mark your graduation from Interboro High School. But before we start that, there are two groups that I would like to acknowledge this evening before we hand out our diplomas. On June 5th, we had our scholarships and awards ceremony. For those of you who received scholarship and award, I'm going to ask you to stand at this time to be recognized. Over $200,000 in scholarship earned by the class of 2014. Their names are in the program, and you can see what they've earned. You may be seated. The next group I would like to recognize are those who had perfect attendance. When I call your name, I want you to please stand. Jacqueline Borse, 1 year, perfect. Natalie DuPont, 1 year. Julian Gallo, 1 year. Brian Kozak for 1 year. Jalen Williams, 3 years. Patrick Cashin, 4 years. John Beward, 4 years. And Mr. Joseph Gonzalez, 13 years of perfect attendance. The diplomas that these graduates receive represent years of hard work, commitment, dedication, and achievement in marking a turning point in the lives of these young people. Tonight, you will officially close one of the most important chapters in your life. As we reflect on the last 13 years of schoolwork, we also look forward to what lies ahead. Certainly, the class of 2014 will be greatly missed, and most of us here can testify to their incredible academic achievements, passionate performances in the arts, and memorable competitions in athletics. If those were the only memories we had of this class, it would be enough to place them as one of the all-time finest groups of students to complete their high school courses at Interboro High School. Upon joining Interboro here a year ago, I was told I needed to learn what these kids are about and what this community is about. So what have I learned? This group of seniors is so much more than grade point averages, performances, and championships. This class is unique not because of what they accomplished, but because of how you accomplished it. You took great care of each other. The cohesiveness and the camaraderie and the caring that this class has, and as you demonstrate for one another, is something that will be long remembered. Throughout the school year, they showed a level of leadership seldom seen. Our seniors understand what it means to give back to its community and each other. From supporting one another during games or performances, competitions, and senior projects, they have taught me what the definition of is excellence and buck pride. Seniors, as we prepare to celebrate this turning point, I think it's appropriate to share one last observation and hopefully a bit of wisdom with you. Until now, your education has been meticulously planned for you. You generally knew what was going to be taught and how you would be assessed so you could prove that you learned something. Thank your teachers and your parents for that. The funny thing about real life is there are no longer daily objectives written on the board. Learning objectives become more difficult to quantify, and most real-life tests are unannounced, especially tests involving your character, your ethics, and your empathy for one another. You will learn that your education will change forms. Lessons will become disguised as opinions, sometimes from people you aren't particularly interested in listening to. Listen very carefully to those. It will help you develop and define your belief system. And as a side note, remember when your parents didn't know anything? Watch how incredibly smart they become in the next decade. For the most part, the intellectual leap will not be from attending academic classes. It turns out that parents are pretty skilled in picking up on these real-life lessons. Continue to talk and listen to your parents. They have learned from their mistakes and will save you much stress and anxiety. They also will not charge you for their expertise, and more often than not, you're going to get a free meal out of the deal. But class of 2014, here's one final thought for you. Set your goals high and strive to develop your skills and the potential. But be careful how you measure your success. If you choose to be the best in the world, remember that is a title that is fleeting and usually placed on you temporarily by others. Your success will be judged by those with whom you compete. Being the best in the world does not necessarily guarantee that you will develop all of your skills. It might simply mean you've outshone others in a rather limited area and time frame. So, Bucks, here is the challenge for you. Rather than being the best in the world, strive to be the best for the world. By being the best for the world, you will constantly be challenged to independently develop your unique talents, and only you will be able to judge the success of your life. Also, by matching your unique skills to the challenges of the changing world, you will more likely live life to the fullest, and in so doing helping others to achieve their goals. If you choose to be the best in the world, consider being the best for the world. I cannot stress it enough. The world will become your teacher, and your growth won't be based on speed, competition, or trends. Your growth will be challenging, meaningful, fulfilling, and most importantly, lifelong. By striving to be the best for the world, you will guarantee that the gifts you have now will be fully realized and that your legacy, of which we will be able to be so proud of. Seniors, I thank you for an excellent year, and congratulations. Superintendent Riley, on behalf of the faculty and the staff of Interboro High School, I present for your review for the class to the Board of Directors of the Interboro High School, the class of 2014. As principal of the high school, I verify that these young men and women assembled before you have met all of the graduation requirements established by the Interboro School District and the Department of Education of the state of Pennsylvania. At this time, I formally request that you accept the graduates of the Interboro High School class of 2014.
I accept Mrs. Holger and the members of the Interboro Board of School Directors. As superintendent of the Interboro School District, I certify that the members of the class of 2014 who are present today have met the requirements prescribed by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania and are hereby granted a diploma that attests to their completion of high school.
To begin and assist in the awarding the diplomas, I proudly present the President of the class of 2014, Mr. Ian Moore, and the Vice President, Nicholas Paff.
Amanda Myers. Hannah Quinlan. Erin Shemlock. Jacqueline Bors. Allie Hambridge. Matthew Starr. Natalie Allman. Jalen Williams. Carolyn McCarron. Dylan Corkery. Natalie DuPont. Noelle Hansen. Sierra Kotwicki. Stephanie Pappas.
Marissa Kowalski. Jacqueline Ventura. Victoria Domingo. Emily Gilbert. Dalton Whetstone. Keith Thomas. Bailey Welch. Colleen Quinn. Jordan Harris. Kristen Ladley. Kirsten Ladley. Michal Warhol. Natalie Fury. Catherine Measure.
Sean Matthews. Kylie Bedwell. Alexis Connell. Stephen Falance. John B-Word. How no. Sabrina Loomis. Samantha Weibel. Jacqueline Frazier. Thomas Lucas. Stephanie Wright. Joey Gonzalez. Summer Barcliff. Jake Hubing. Caitlin Carmichael.
Valerie Smith. Michael Marino. Elena Kornichuk. Dina Tomasian. Kerry Delaney. Ryan Daly. Camila Ambrosi. Ellen Smith. Lindsay Mae Parsons. Thomas Kanish. Patrick Jean Cashin. Breezy Latham. Sonny Armstrong. Najee Banks. Sean Rolick.
Steve Woolridge. Renee McCardle. James McIntyre. Samantha Reardon. Robert Hamrick. Cassandra Dotz. Hunter Frank. Mary Thompson. Alonzo Smith. Jessica Bonner. Nathan Koronkowitz. Shelby McBride. John J. Bolano. Jessica Martin.
Taylor Shaw. Kenny Naughty. Selena Vargas. Miguel Quinonez. Carissa Ann DiPadova. Christian Luciani. Olivia Bach. Danny Spermelli. Dominique Stiefel. David Fisher-Sikorsky. Carolyn Downs. Charles Morris. Brittany Kettlewood. Matthew Gould. Brianna Venti.
Matthew A. Simmons. Sydney Redding. Ian Kelly. Deja DeMarco Pierce. Jesse Castleberry. Mia Bramble. Mike Martin. Susan Fink. Scott Patton. Alexa Hogan. Robert Porter. Gabrielle Fryer. Nick Ruggiero. Michaela Rementer. Christian Irons.
William Day. Katie Ann Foy. Devontae Williams. Amy McCormack. Christian Camp. Haley Halliday. Angelo Owens. Zoe Page McLean. Nicholas Mancuso. Amanda Clemson. Stephen Gerald O'Hara. Deanna Wilson. Julian Gallo. Heidi Dunleavy. Stephen Porter.
Tiffany Gallagher. Nicholas Paulo. Rose Julian. Mike McDevitt. Stacy Hallinan. Thomas Scandal. Natalie Tambin. Joe Hegman. Destiny Sturgis. Javon Johnson. Ashley Goodworth. Dom Franchetti. Samantha DeMarco. Christian Fisher. Alexa Collins.
Christopher Buddy Lozado. Lindsay DeSands. Roberto Sanchez. Courtney Curry. Nick Frankenfield. Julia Kwiatkowski. Stephen Verdi. Colleen Jones. Dylan Fonner. Alnisha Johns. Henry Lopez. Jillian Brennan. Nicolo Dubuque. Kayla Rosetto. Joe Paris.
Stephen Phillips. Brittany Von Bergen. Eric Garrity. Brianna Dolphin. Joseph Worrell. Brianna Southern. Vincent Zappacosta. Ashley N. Shemlock. David Lurwick. Alyssa Rose Wilkinson. Brian Kozak. Brandy Timmons. Eric Davidson. Alicia Klotz. Dave Richardson.
Cody Mathis. Brooke Granado. Devon Cosman. Lauren Scrivano. Jacob Maurer. Brittany Dabrowski. Sean Gordon. Kirsten Dunnigan. Richard Lewis. Jessica Dawson. Ken Fetters. Alyssa Mira. Louis Sadek. Kelsey Talameo. Dorian Bean.
Joe Schaefer. Carly Brizak. Brian Shepik. Samantha Geller. Chase Rodriguez. You're fine. Rachel Enders. Sean McGinnis. Gabrielle Garrison. Frank Crobath Jr. Amanda Wickwire. Jacob Debman. Brittany Gavin. James Horn.
Jordan Brady. Frank Gibbons. Miranda Ginder. Mon Leon. Tom Shanahan. Rebecca Antes. Robert Sakers. Kate Ryan. Jason Schwartz. Deanna Caserta. Brian Simmons. Crystal Mummert. Eric Owens. Cassidy Kinney.
Kyle Zoom. Kyrie Haynes. Dominique Patel. Georgie Malillo. Lindsay Talley. Matt Gostinski. Melissa Siriani. Kevin Diaz. Danielle Arena. Richard Dormer. Janiqua Kaufman. Sean Padden. Kimberly Fedolin. Timothy Hunold. Lexi Swinehart. Mike Murphy. Teresa Laxton. Zachary Delenti.
Alexander Lender. Caitlin Costa. Mark Clark. Gabrielle Crumble. Philip Kennedy.
What? Yeah, you want him?
Zainab Useler. Josh Fritz. Alicia Radzowitz. Christopher Rockwell Garlick. Dominique Serafina. Justin Lombardi. Bridget Downey. Khalil Kamara. Rachel Rossiter. Shane Goodworth. Olivia Bates. Justin O'Connor. Qualia Williams. Josh Cummings. Asia Cohen.
Not yet, a speech. Yeah, and then tassel. Go down. You go down. Good evening. I was told to keep this as short and sweet as possible, so here we go. It's hard for me to believe our adventure here at Interboro has come and gone. For most of you, I'm sure it feels like just yesterday we were freshmen, coming from the school we had come to know for 8 years into a whole new environment, not knowing what could happen in the next 4 years. And for some of you, it was the longest 4 years of your life, and you can't wait for me to stop talking. For most of us, high school would not have been the same without homecoming, dances, proms, and countless other class congress and student council run activities. Our 4 years here at Interboro could not have been possible without the entire staff, especially Mr. Herman and Miss Conway, the advisors for our class, both to the left. Both putting in countless hours alongside other students that made all class congress run activities possible. Other main contributors, Mr. Andy Costanzo and Miss Roseanne Mitchell. Both also putting countless hours in to make everything possible. All 4 of your presence were greatly appreciated. Thank you to Mr. Johnson for coming into such a crazy school and dealing with things that would not usually go on in a typical high school, things that make this place so unique. And finally, thank you to my fellow classmates. I wish you all the best of luck in whatever you choose to do from here on out. Thank you, good night, and congratulations, class of 2014. We did it. Class of 2014, please join me in the turning of the tassel. Congratulations, class of 2014, we did it!
Thank you.